Hi, my name is Irina. Welcome to my studio and Mental Health Monday, which I don't even know how to start. I have such a bad headache. It's my own fault, but I have a headache. This week has been, I don't know, up and down, and I'm just, girl. I started new medication. My doctor wants me to try Wellbutrin. I tried it before. It makes me so nauseous. It gives me a headache, and I still started. Also, he wanted me to wear a nicotine patch because I'm a smoker. So apparently, Wellbutrin is supposed to suppress your what is it, craving for a smoke. Basically, they also say cravings for anything, right? For eating or alcohol. If you drink alcohol, I do not. Well, I started, but not like I had a couple drinks in a span of a couple months. Okay, so maybe once a month, just to socialize. It was, I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but it was really good. It's a good step for me, even though it's something not very good what I'm doing. I don't know. Don't judge myself, please. I need to stop doing that. It's not good, it's not bad, it's whatever it is. However, I still smoke. I don't smoke less or anything, but Wellbutrin makes me feel weird. It gives me anxiety too. And I stopped. That's a good thing. I stopped Klonopin over a month ago. Yay me. I was so terrified of stopping because if you know anything about benzos, it's very hard to stop because you might have, like, what is it called, protracted withdrawal, where some people have a withdrawal from benzos for years and years to come, and it never leaves. Some symptoms never subside. So I think I did pretty good. Now I get anxiety once in a while, like I'm anxious all the time, right? But something like a panic attack I get once in a while, from 0 to 100. I don't do anything that triggers me. I can be laying down, going to bed, I can be watching TV. It does not matter the situation. I don't have to be under a lot of stress or anything, and it will just, something clicks in my body and I start having a panic attack. But I don't want to be taking Klonopin all the time. So I stopped, and I hope he will give me another benzo, but just short acting, so I can just take one every couple of weeks when I really have a really bad panic attack, and I don't have to take it every day, 3 times a day. You know what I mean, right? So, and well, today I feel really bad because I let somebody get the best of me yesterday. Actually, I could tell you, I don't know, I play poker right once in a while. So I was playing poker yesterday, and if you know anything about poker or any other game, any game has a set of rules, right? You play by a set of rules. So we were playing, and somebody clearly not broke the rule, but if you know anything about poker, you can check, call, fold, whatever. He folded his hand. And if his hand hits the mug anyway, even if he doesn't fold, if he sits next to the dealer, and let's say this is the mug, this one. So if he throws his card and it hits the mug, even with the corner, it's dead. If he sits next to the dealer and he looks at his cards and he just lays them down wrong and it hits the corner of the mug, the hand is dead. It goes into the mug, no more playing. And this guy threw his hand right in the middle of this. So it's dead. But he called the floor, and the floor said, "Oh, you know what? Give him his hand back." And we were just amazed by this decision, not in a good way, flabbergasted. I told him this is not, everybody was telling him, and so did I. And I don't know if it's because I'm German and I'm a stickler for rules. I cannot handle it when people break rules. Rules are rules. They are there for a reason, right? I like rules. This is another point in my therapy that we're talking about. She wants me to be a little bit, more open, to not be black and white, but I do like rules. If I know the rules, I cannot make a mistake. I can, but it's easier for me to live because I can live by a set of rules. I don't know how to explain that. However, the floor told him that he can have his hand back, and I said to the floor, well, it's clearly dead. There is the rule. And he said that he could, you know, he could swing either way. He can declare it dead or give it back. And I said, no, there is a set rule of poker. And he said, there is no rule of poker. And this set me off like that. And I'm like, what? What the hell am I playing? What is this game then? If there is no rules to this game, what am I playing? There is no rule of poker. It's just, it shouldn't have, but it made me mad. I was shaking. I was shaking for an hour, and I told myself, all right, I'm leaving. I left because I let him get the best of me. I haven't been that mad in a very long time. I'm actually a very chill person. I don't get mad a lot, you know. I can play, I can have bad hands, I can lose. I'm a very good loser. I lose. There is no, it doesn't affect me in a bad way. Well, I don't like it, but I'll move on in a second. But yesterday, my emotions, I could not control myself. And I didn't like the person I was. Because I don't want to be mad. Especially at something that is so meaningless, right? It's just a game. It's nothing serious. So when I came home, I was ruminating about it, and I told myself I'm not going for a while, just because I didn't like who I have become. What it made, no, it didn't make me this way. I did it. I did it to myself. But it completely destroyed my health, because I feel so bad. Last night I felt so bad. Today I feel so bad. I can barely think of anything, and I have stuff to do, and I just can't. So it's sometimes, not sometimes, all the time. Emotions are good, but well, there's no good or bad. Emotions are emotions. I'm trying, right? Because they say there's no good or bad. Don't judge. I just don't want them to get me sick. I don't want to be sick because I went a certain way. However, I've been here in my room. This is actually what I should be talking about. I've been here in my room this week a couple times, and I finally finished all the booklets. Yay me. I'm so happy about it. I think I might have somewhere else a couple that I made before, but I didn't look for them. All my stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna look for them real quick. You know, I was so sure that I made some, but apparently maybe I did them and I just didn't sew them. That's possible too. However, I finished them all with the sewing, with the little tags hanging here with the numbers, and then there is just journaling inside and something in the back, because this is Tim Holtz packaging, right? And so they have stuff written in the back, and I just put something there to cover it up, and finally used some printables that I didn't know what to do with. Yay me. I need to double check if there's ever paper ever should be, because I have sewn it, I guess so. And then something in the back, yes, and another one, something in the back, definitely. Writing paper, yes. And then I don't have to. I would like to. I tried to change the way I speak, even to myself or here. I would like to try to put them into my Etsy store, because I'm definitely not gonna use them up, if you know what I mean. I have so much stuff. So I keep making stuff, but what for, right? Maybe at least I can make a little money, so whenever my craft no buy challenge is over, I could buy something. But I also I just bought here lamps for my room, because it's I needed some, and I have to buy stuff for that is not in the no buy challenge. It's not included, right? If I need a new lamp, like I said, or a new stand for my phone or whatever, there is expenses. Even for a YouTube channel, you know, there is expenses. For me to be able to be here, I have to keep buying something. So yeah, why am I telling you that? I don't know. Just don't listen. But they are cool. I like them. And I also used, or finally, I don't think I finished that. Did I? Oh yeah, I did. I cut it. I wasn't sure if I cut it. This was a packaging from Straws, from Target, years ago. Paper straws. Years ago I bought them, but I was making the beads, right? So funny enough, I saw uh, Eva from Bohemian Crafting. She just made beads from paper straws too. And she used a technique from somebody I saw. Oh, I forgot who did that. And a German channel. A German channel used the technique with the, what are they called? Eyelets. Eyelets from both sides. But I don't know. I don't know if, I don't think Eva linked the channel. I have no idea. However, now I can put this one. Let me see. I have my book of ideas here. But if I have a journal, if I can find a page, is there? Let's do it here. I can put it on the page as a pocket if I want to, or as a belly band if I want to, you know. Or I could put a piece of paper here and then make a hinge and it can open up. But also we could, do we have something that is narrow? Narrow? Anything narrow? Of course not. Oh yeah, I do. Right here. Hold on. 1 second. This is another piece of packaging. But something could go in here, you know. This is very loose though. So I would either glue it here then, so it becomes a little more, it holds it better, or I would put a couple things in there. I would probably put a couple things in there because this is very loose. Paper straw had to fit in here, right? But I just put the butterfly button on it, and some washi tape that I didn't touch in probably a decade, almost. I have, oh no, I have so much washi tape that I'm not touching because it was cutesy for my pocket letters. In my pocket letter days, it was cutesy, but now I'm kind of, maybe I should take it out and use it more, just on 1 or 2 pages each time. I don't know, because it's sad. I'm not using so many supplies that I used before. I'm trying to incorporate more bling now, or this or that from my pocket letter days, because those are supplies I still like, but I like them more when I was making pocket letters, and I spent my money for them, and you know, I don't want to feel like buyer's guilt or whatever it is. All right, I'm done chewing your ear off. I did do something this week, so I'm good. And today is Monday, even for me. Today is Monday, and I hope I can do something for next week. I want to find a principal, well, not a principal for crafting, but in IRP, when was it, 2 years ago when I went there, they gave us a piece of paper for how to break down steps to reach your goal, you know. And I have had a big problem for a while now. I have a few things that I want to add to my Etsy, but when I think about it, it's too overwhelming because I made these, right? Making them is one thing. I enjoy the process and everything. Now, for me, in order for me to put it up on Etsy, I have to figure out how much money, of course, I'm gonna, what am I gonna charge for it? How much is gonna be the fee for Etsy? How much is whatever? Then I take this piece, I have to take a picture. I have to write a post. Then I have to weigh it out with an envelope and everything and see how much it weighs so I can put it in there so people get it shipped, right? I have to figure out the shipping. I have to package them up. I have to find the spot where they go. And it doesn't sound like much, but all those little steps, if I think about it, it's too overwhelming for me. So I need to break it down on paper. And I remember they gave us a piece of paper like that. I have to find it. If I find it and I remember, I will show you next week. Maybe it's useful for you too. But back then I thought, ooh, that is really good. You know, it seemed so easy when I wrote it down on a piece of paper. It seemed much easier than my head makes it out to be. I'm thinking right now, I'm looking for my stamped pieces. I might go ahead and just color them a little bit while I'm here. See, I colored these before. I don't know if I showed you or not, but I did. And this one, I just took my white pen and I colored this in too. So I might just put a little color here. Maybe just the green so it can dry till I come back. I actually wanted to make a video and make something, but then, I don't know. Guys, week by week goes by, and every week I'm here, and sometimes I complain, and sometimes I don't, you know, but the most important thing is, week by week, Monday by Monday, I am here. I show up. At least I show up. I think for me, this is very important. So I know that I'm doing something. I'm showing up. If I can't do anything, then I don't do anything, but I still show up. Okay? So I hope you are all healthy and happy. I hope your mental health is pretty good. And if not, you can always, like I said, you can always write down in the comments, and I hope people help out each other, or you can email me, or whatever you need to do. Talk to a friend and check in on your friends. If you're doing good, maybe you can just check in on your friend and see if they're doing good too. It feels nice. All right, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.